Welcome back to Open Window Politics. Today we're going to be going through Democrats' chances of retaking the House this November during the midterms. So generally the party that is in power of the executive branch, the presidency, generally loses control of Congress, sometimes just the House, sometimes both the House and Senate. In this instance, it's looking far more likely that Democrats will take the House than they will take the Senate. I think both are legitimate possibilities, but for now we're just going to be focusing in on the House. So right off the bat, Democrats start with 210. Well, they actually have more than that, but these are with these toss-up states not yet characterized. Brings Democrats to 210 to Republicans 206. So Democrats are already put in a favorable position. In order to win control of the U.S. House, the party in power needs to have to at least 218 seats. So Democrats would need to win 8 more of the competitive ones. And I think there's a real possibility Democrats could even win some of the lean and possibly even likely seats. I think the likely, of course, are the least likely to go Democrat out of the 3 I just mentioned. But as far as the swing districts go, there really aren't too many of them. We've seen quite a bit of gerrymandering going on that has limited how many competitive seats there are in the U.S. Congress. It kind of started with Texas in the latest round of gerrymandering that saw Democrats lose 5 seats in the state of Texas. And then, of course, California, Governor Gavin Newsom responded with Prop 50, which ultimately created 5 Democratic seats in the state of California, ousting 5 Republicans. So that was done to kind of counterbalance the gerrymander in Texas. I think both parties are certainly guilty of it. Both Democrats and Republicans have gerrymandered pretty significantly in a large majority of the states that they own, that they have control in the state legislatures. So it isn't too surprising. There are a couple states, though, with just enough competitive districts that they will really be the ones that decide the control of the House. So there are 2 in Arizona, looks like 2, maybe 3 in California, 1 in Washington, 2 in Iowa, and there's a couple. The district there in Wisconsin, that one I've heard good things for Democrats, that it will most likely be a Democratic gain. Looks like there's a couple on the East Coast too. Really aren't too many of them. There's 19 of them. And if Democrats were to, I think they're well positioned. Let's say it's at a tilt rating. If Democrats are able to win these 2 seats during the midterms, and let's say they ended up losing this one in 2018, though, Democrats, however, run 3 of the 4 districts in Iowa, so they were even able to win the likely red district. So I think it's possible, but I think the other 2 districts are far more likely. So if Democrats were to win those, and then they currently control this seat, if I remember correctly, in the Vancouver area of Washington, and then there are going to be 2 seats in Arizona. I think those might be a little bit harder, but I think there are certainly possibilities. The district in Colorado has elected Democrats in the past. It's a relatively new district, but I think that one would most likely end up in the Democratic Party's column. So they're really just a few seats, in this case 5 more seats away from winning control of the House. Really the question after what party will control it is what will the margin be for the Democrats. I don't think it'll be anything crazy. I'm not at the moment sure. Don't think it will be 2018 level margin. I think Democrats gained approximately 40 seats in 2018. I don't think that will be the same case here in 2026. It is a very favorable environment for Democrats, by some metrics as favorable, if not more, than 2018. However, there are just, like I mentioned earlier, with the gerrymandering going on, there are just very few competitive seats for Democrats or Republicans to win. Most of them are fairly locked up for one party or the other. So that is going to be my prediction. Democrats take control of the House with the margin, I think, won't be too significant, but I definitely think Democrats could win back control of the House in the midterms this November. Don't forget to like and subscribe.